What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Birds vs. Boys YouTube channel. Kmess here with you to talk a little about the newest NFL free agent, DeAndre Hopkins, and his fit or his not fit with the Dallas Cowboys. But first, I want to thank you for hopping on the BVB YouTube channel right now. If you are not a subscriber yet, head up on there and smash that subscribe button. You're going to get tons of content, not only Dallas Cowboys content from me, but Philadelphia Eagles content. If you're an Eagles fan, from my co-host, Aiden Powers, you're going to get overall NFL content because that's what we do. We are not just a show for Birds fans or for Boys fans, but we are a show for all NFL fans. And that is why if you want full episodes, you can check those out anywhere you listen to podcasts, and make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all the above at Birds vs. Boys Pod. Now, back to the subject at hand. DeAndre Hopkins released from the Arizona Cardinals. Aiden, like I said, my counterpart, did a video about his fit coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. You can actually scroll down a little bit after you watch this video and check out what he said about them joining the Eagles. But Vegas, the odds, the line is set. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-1 favorite odds out of every NFL team to land DeAndre Hopkins. So people are asking me on Twitter, what do you think about this? Does this mean it's going to happen? Is this a possibility? And my answer to them every time is no. I think that this Vegas line is setting the Cowboys up at 3-1 odds. They're doing this on purpose. One, for sucker bets, because people always love to bet the Dallas Cowboys. It's a brand name. It's the cool name, right? And there are so many people that are casuals as well that just know the brand. They know the Dallas Cowboys. If they see that and they see them linked to a star player, they're going to throw a bet down. Vegas is going to make easy money, as well as it is ratings gold, right? They put it at 3-1. It's going to be all over First Take, all over the now Shannon Sharpless Undisputed. It's going to be all over Stephen A. Smith. They're going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys and DeAndre Hopkins. But I have to tell you, do I see a fit personally? Yes, I would love to add DeAndre Hopkins to this team for the right price. And we already know he basically said in the offseason that he Cowboys for the right price, right? He was training there all offseason long. But we know that the Dallas Cowboys are not in. It makes sense, right? You have CeeDee Lamb. He's your bona fide number one wide receiver. I think everybody is in consensus that the Brandin Cooks trade was a great trade and adds something to the team that they didn't have. But after that, where are we going, right? I think Michael Gallup will have a bounce back season. He is definitely under the microscope. He's a full season now removed from the ACL surgery. He says he feels good. He says he has a spring in his step, and he says he feels confident again, which is very important for the Cowboys. But would a DeAndre Hopkins be an upgrade over Michael Gallup? Probably. Has DeAndre Hopkins lost a step? Yes, but he's still a very precise route runner and could help that wide receiver room. And even if Michael Gallup does play well, okay, so you have CeeDee Lamb, Brandin Cooks, Michael Gallup, and DeAndre Hopkins. I see no problem with this because after Michael Gallup, if DeAndre Hopkins is not there, who is there? Jalen Tolbert? I know they are still holding hope out on him, and I am as well. But his rookie campaign was nothing but a dud. Not saying he can't bounce back. I was a big fan of the pick when they made it, but we don't know. It's an unknown. After Jalen Tolbert, who's next? Noah Brown's gone. Some will say, thankfully. But is that Semi Fehoko? I mean, he shows up in camp, he balls out, and then he gets hurt or he doesn't show up. So that's another big question mark. DeAndre Hopkins would not be a question mark. He would be an exclamation point. But I still don't think it's going to happen. The Dallas Cowboys basically said all offseason that they were not interested. Mike McCarthy at the podium today, I'm recording this on Thursday night, said, I like the guys in our room, of course. There's no reason to talk about a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, even though he's a great player. I want to talk about the guys around this team. Yes, that is a very Dallas Cowboys. That is a very blasé answer. It's what Mike McCarthy does. But I don't think it's a smokescreen. I don't think they're saying this to then court him behind the scenes like they were doing for like an Odell Beckham. I just don't see it happening. They have about $10 million in cap space right now. They can make it happen. If DeAndre Hopkins wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy, they can make it happen if they wanted him to join. I just don't see it happening. I think they really do want the likes of Jalen Tolbert and Semi Fehoko to step up. I fully believe that they believe in Michael Gallup. And what do we know about Mike McCarthy now being the play caller? He wants to run the damn ball. This is going to be a running team. I just don't see them throwing another investment after making a trade for Brandin Cooks to add a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, even though putting more weapons around Dak Prescott would only help this team. I just don't see it being a fit with what they want to do. Where could he go? Who knows, right? Kansas City, I think, should be his number one. He goes there. He probably catches 90 balls for 1,000 yards and has a chance to play in, if not win, a Super Bowl, which I think he wants to do. Buffalo is very interested. I think the same thing. You pair him with Stephon Diggs, with Josh Allen, that would be a menace of a team. Or watch out for, I think, teams like maybe the New York Giants or Aiden's Philadelphia Eagles. You add him to there, you make him the 3 or their 4 with the likes of, Brown and Smith, DeAndre Hopkins added that, and then Quez Watkins can move to the 4. That would be filthy. But Dallas Cowboys fans, I just don't see it happening. If you do, comment right below, please. If you think the Dallas Cowboys truly have a chance and those 3-1 odds that Vegas is throwing out there are bona fide and are reasonable, throw it in the comments section below. Please explain to me, because I just don't see it. I want to see it, right? I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't be jumping up and down, but I would give one of those head nods like, okay, yep, I like this. This is telling me that they're all in right now. But we know this team is a draft and develop team, and they already made 2 big splash moves for them this offseason in trading for another wide receiver, which was Brandin Cooks, and Stephon Gilmore. I just don't see them jumping into this water. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm sorry to say that I think the 3-1 odds are nothing but a crock of shit. And I think it's just a way for Vegas to make easy money. But like I said, if you believe it's going to happen, throw it in the comments section. If you believe in me, throw it down there in the comments section too, and tell me that you believe that I am right. I appreciate you listening. I always say we want to keep these short, under 10 minutes. These are just quick, you and me. It's just the 2 of us right now talking it up about the Dallas Cowboys. But if you do want full episodes, Aiden and I drop those every single week, and you can click wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Google, Apple. We are there. We're everywhere. Follow us on Twitter, Birds vs. Boys Pod. That's where you're going to get the most content on a daily basis, as well as our TikToks. You can find videos from here, our rankings, all on our TikTok. And like I said before, if you have not subscribed yet and you're just stumbling across this video, please smash that subscribe button. We're so close to 500. We should have so many more. And tell your friends, tell your family. Birds vs. Boys, yes, I know the name can be deceiving, but we're not just a podcast for Birds fans or Boys fans. We do an entire overall NFL show. We do a ton of draft coverage for every NFL team. So tell your friends, tell your family, Birds vs. Boys is not just for Philly and Dallas fans. It's for all of you. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you watching. Until next time, go Boys.
Chris Hansen here, and I'm going to need you all to take a seat right over there and check out Birds vs. Boys.
I think you're completely right here, and I hate it.
Yep. Hey, idiots. Stop doing dumb things. I got 2 phones. Upside alert. Upside alert. I might go insane.
I think you're already there.
There's no hope. Hope is gone. If this was an AFC North podcast, we'd be done in 15 minutes. Bob Hope. I'm going to drink bleach. That is? Be the team you promised me you were going to be this year! This is the Consciously Hopeful podcast.
I'll be watching.